Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadows just cannot keep themselves out of the news cycle when it comes to video games, and not even remotely in a positive light. One thing after another, one controversy, non-controversy, maybe a nitpick here and there, just keeps rearing its nasty little head. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, the usual suspects are here to run damage control. How much possibly could it get worse? Well, the other day I did a video on Yasuke Simulator and how much of a joke, and we all know it's a joke, it's a parody, it's a comical clapback at Ubisoft and their so-called historical accuracy. Put out the likelihood of the game costing more than $5. Who knows? We don't know how much it's going to cost. But of course, despite the fact that gamers all around are very much aware of what it is and what it's trying to do, over here at The Gamer, good old Rhiannon Bavon seems to get a little upset as the damage control begins. AI parody Yasuke Simulator announces same launch date as Assassin's Creed Shadows. Because of course it would. It's a joke. It's funny. Do you not have a sense of humor? Well, as we read this article, you will understand that no, Rhiannon does not have a sense of humor. Assassin's Creed Shadows launching on March 10th after multiple delays, unfortunately. However, it won't be the only game that lets you play as Samurai Yasuke that's launching on that day as a very, very blatant ripoff. You don't say. What sort of investigative journalism did you have to do to discover that it is a extremely blatant parody ripoff of the game? And honestly, how much of a ripoff is it if you're just constantly going down corridors? I thought Shadows is supposed to be a little more open world than that. The creatively titled Yasuke Simulator, nah, it's not creative. There's nothing creative about this game. Nobody cares. It's called humor. They're taking the piss out of Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ubisoft with this, and everyone knows it, except Rhiannon. Also launching on March 20th, though, its premise and product through its premise and product description, it's clearly trying to copy Assassin's Creed Shadows. No, not really. It's just on the rails almost. A very linear, at least looks to me, extremely linear kill everything if it moves. Trying to copy Assassin's Creed Shadows, even being set in the same year, which is 100% intentional, which just seems to be beyond Rhiannon's investigative abilities. However, this one has been thrown together with generative AI, and we don't care because it's not supposed to be serious. Am I saying that too much? Rhiannon doesn't seem to get the picture, and has the same vibe as many other knockoffs that appear on Steam. Except, here's the difference. This one is upfront and open and 100% honest about what it is. Shovelware. What's the word? An asset flip. Calling these games. There are games out there that try to tout themselves as genuine video games for $5, $10, and $20 price tags that we should be criticizing. But again, Yasuke Simulator is not hiding what it's trying to do. It happens to have the same release date. That it's intentional. Why are we doing this? One look at the trailer on the Steam page, and we can see the Yasuke Simulator is little more than some assets thrown together. Also, the grass is green, the sky is blue, and water is wet. When you dive into it, you will come out soaking wet. Things that, again, we already know. Some bizarre gameplay mechanics. There is nothing serious about this game. Where is it? The developer of the game is supposed to be history-accurate developers. They have a lowrider, a motorcycle, and quite a few modern-day machine guns. Lots of modern-day weaponry in there. Do you not understand? Of course they don't understand. Their panties are so tied up, tight in a twist, that they just don't get it. After all, it looks like any number of poorly thrown together ripoffs just trying to denigrate this game, this obvious parody, and all you're doing is making it more, I guess, free advertising, putting it all out there. But what else could possibly go wrong with Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ubisoft? Well, something I was not aware of. I did hear about the, I guess, distaste for being able to destroy some shrines in the game, that apparently it went so far that some caretakers are a little upset over here at Bounding into Comics after learning that Assassin's Creed Shadows allows players to trash real-world Japanese Shinto shrines, except it's a video game. It's just a video game. And it's set in a time period that isn't current day. So take that for what you will. Current Caretakers vow to, quote, take appropriate action against Ubisoft. Like what? What exactly do you think you're going to be able to do? I understand the distaste for it, but it's a video game, it's fantasy, and the environments are destructible. I believe, much like other Assassin's Creed games, you can do this. Another day, yet another, and another, and another, it seems, with Ubisoft and Shadows. Ubisoft finding themselves in hot water over Assassin's Creed Shadows, this time as the caretakers of a specific Japanese Shinto shrine have announced that they will take appropriate action. I might have to keep an eye on this story and find out what on earth they consider appropriate action against the developer for allowing players to freely destroy a digital recreation of the historical religious site. Digital recreation. It's not real. I'm not going to try to read all this, but the shrine, apparently, is a real-world shrine, been standing for years and years and years, decades almost, pretty sure more than that. Given its existence in both physical location and the time period as Shadows, the appearance of the shrine in-game came as no surprise when it made an appearance in a preview build played by numerous video YouTubers, influencers, and journalists. However, what did come as a surprise was the fact that, as originally brought to the public by YouTuber Scatha, the holy site could be completely demolished. Oh no! The shock, the horror, tragedy, agony. I think this is a non-issue personally, as long as it's more than just the shrines that are destructible. If you can destroy pretty much anything and everything, or as much as humanly possible, given the engine, in the environment, I personally don't see this as an issue. If they've done it in other games, if you've been able to destroy religious and holy locations in other Assassin's Creed games, well, I don't see this as an issue. However, there is no denying that, yet again, just one more thing for Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ubisoft to be in the press in not so positive light. But does it stop there? Well, of course it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen, because we're just going to keep going. Because apparently, people got their hands on disc copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows a month ahead of its official release and have started playing it and streaming it. Those streams have been taken down, of course, and no, beware of spoilers. Do you really care? I'm sure there are some people out there, but chances are the people that do genuinely care about spoilers in an Assassin's Creed game, they're not watching our videos. They're not even on Twitter. They're probably a lot happier and more relaxed playing video games and not caring about the nonsense of the culture war and what Western devs versus Eastern devs and all that other crap. They just want fun games. But hey, we all want fun games, right? But enough of that tangent. Assassin's Creed Shadows was leaked online. I don't know if leaked is correct because, well, okay, maybe the gameplay was leaked, streamed. But again, somebody got their hands on physical copies of the game a month ahead of the release. As spotted by the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, now removed social posts revealed images and gameplay from someone who claimed. Well, I guess if Ubisoft went after them and took them down, maybe they are legitimate. Claimed to have bought the game from an online marketplace. Assassin's Creed Shadows also appeared in now deleted listings on a US auction site, with one user selling listing multiple copies of the game sold for $100 each. See, that's where people make the mistake. You try to sell something ahead of schedule, I think definitely eBay will probably go after you, but Ubisoft can easily go after you, right? It's not supposed to be on the shelf. One of those things I can't stand local Walmart stores for putting Legos on the shelf that aren't available for sale, not letting me buy them, and only get to hold them in my hands. And anyway, enough of that. Now, multiple Twitch streams showing Assassin's Creed Shadows have appeared, although they are being removed according to VGC. Assassin's Creed Shadows launches officially. This is just one mess after another, after another, after another for Ubisoft. With 1 month to go, how much more can possibly happen with this game? But as far as the streaming, as far as the game leaks go, Ubisoft did actually release, which, justifiably so, released a statement. We are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches. You got a month to go, and you're still patching the game. What? If that's the case, how are discs being pushed out? Can we get back to cartridges, maybe? Discs that are complete, that don't need that day one patch? I long for those days. I miss those days. Not needing continuous patches. Just start giving us finished games. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, it will be far worse than you could possibly imagine. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask that you not spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Really? There's communities out there that are chomping at the bit for spoilers so they can see it, so they can look at it and laugh at it. Stay in the shadows. See what you did there. Avoid the spoilers and keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. Oh, don't worry, Ubisoft. There are countless channels out there just waiting for more news, more bugs, more borderline controversies to come out of Assassin's Creed Shadows, because honestly, we just want to know how much worse it's really going to get. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things that YouTube is begging you to do, and I hope to see you on the next one.